Okay, there we go. Okay, so as I was saying, for today's class, what we're going to be doing is we're going to start doing a little bit of a reading, and you're going to be doing a little bit of answering some questions so you can get started and kind of warm up for the speaking session, because after that we're going to come directly to the speaking session. For today we have Ivan's group presentation in regards to the speaking session, and then we're going to continue with the rest of the class, which is to cover at least units 1B and 1C, and if possible 2A. But we're not going to be greedy. We're going to do our best and see how far we can get. Okay, so let's get started. So for the first part of the reading that where I need you to go is open your books and go to page number 8. Okay, are you ready? Page number 8.
Ready.
Okay, thank you. So in page number 8, it says, please date my dad. It's a reading to how was the date. This seems to be a very fun reading. So we're going to be doing it in pairs. So you're going to be doing it individually and out loud. So how is it going to work? For example, let's say that Lau and Alina are together. So I'm going to be sending you to the breakout rooms. And what you're going to be doing is that, for example, Lau can read the first half of the story, and then Alina is going to read the other half of the story out loud. And then together, you're going to answer the 4 questions that we have close to it, the ones that are in part E, that says, read the article again and answer the questions. Why does Charlotte want to find Clint a partner? How do we know that Charlotte and Clint are close? What was dating like when Clint was young? How does Clint find dates now? And how has Charlotte helped him? Okay, so these are we're gonna be reading this out loud. We meaning you, in your group. There's gonna be a group of 3, I think so far. So you'll divide it. The idea is that each person has the same amount of words, or like the same amount of lines. So please be equal in regards to that. Any question or concerns in regards to what you have to do? Nope. Okay, awesome. Of course, if you have any question along the way, you can just click on the help button and I'll just go there. I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to read it and answer the questions. And as soon as we come back, I'm going to ask 4 volunteers to help me answer these questions. Okay. Okay. We just got 1 more person. So I think we're going to have, yeah, we're going to have pairs. That is awesome. Okay. So I'm going to be creating the breakout rooms. Just a second.
Teacher.
Tell me.
Es que yo no entendí muy bien lo que hay que hacer.
Okay, no worries. What you have to do is, are you in page 8?
Yes.
Okay, if you are in page 8, what you have to do is, with your partner, you have to read this story that is here, okay? Out loud, not silently, very loud, okay? You're going to read it, you're going to try to understand it, and later, together, in the same group, you and your partner will try to answer the 4 questions that you have on part E. Do you see the questions?
No, thanks.
Okay, is it better now, Sam?
Entendí, teacher.
Okay, good. You're most welcome. Is that Spanish? Remember, we don't like Spanish here. We like English, not Spanish. Okay, so let me go ahead and create the breaker rooms and send you there real quick. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me just double check. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna give you from 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna be monitoring to see if you need the 15, if you need less and you just need the 10 minutes, then we're gonna work with 10 minutes, okay? But let's go ahead and do that. And I'll bring you back in around 10 to 15 minutes. Oh wait, we have someone else joining. Hello, ladies. Did you already finish?
No.
No.
Where are
No.
you at?
And three.
Okay, you're very close to finish.
Three.
Okay, good. Just a quick question. When I sent you the message of the 5 minutes left, did you get it? Yeah, okay, good,
Yes.
good. No worries. Keep on working. Take your time.
De
I'll bring you
comer
back
no,
later.
pero esto sí.
Okay, guys, I think most of us are already here, so we can go ahead and continue with the class. Okay, real quick. So you already read the entire reading. So how was the date? Read the article again and answer the question. So we have 4 different questions. So raising your hands, can I have 4 volunteers to help me with the answers? Okay, Lau, I see Lau. Thank you, Lau. Lau, you can do number 1. Okay, for number 2, Ale, and Maripaz for number 3, and Ivan for number 4. Thank you, guys. So let's start with Lau.
Okay, teacher, I read the question first.
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a moment. Why does Charlotte want to find Klein a partner? Because Charlotte is very young and she don't mind spend Friday and Saturday with her dad. She needs the space, her space.
I think that's not the answer.
Me, teacher, maybe.
Try, Maripaz.
Doesn't want her dad to be alone.
Yes, that is perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
It's because that part is because she's saying that he's really generous and warm and he knows how to take care of a woman and all of it. And that's why she says he's very generous and I don't mind spending Friday and Saturday nights with my dad. And that says a lot. So she's saying like, even though he's old, he's very nice. And for that reason, I feel comfortable with him. Thank you so much, Lau. And thank you so much, Maripaz.
Thank you.
For number 2, let's see. I had, sorry, let me see if I remember. Ivan, I think.
Me, teacher.
Okay, go Alan. Sorry, yes, go Alan.
Who do we know that Charlotte and Clint are close? They often go out together in the evening and planning travels.
Exactly, that is correct. They actually mentioned something to India, like they are planning to go to India or something like that. So yeah, perfect. Thank you, Alan. For number 3, Ivan, can you do number 3?
Yes, teacher. What was dating like when Clint was young? When Clint was young, there was a real life connection with the people. The people met face to face and there was a very romantic feeling or a spark.
Exactly. Thank you. And Alan, can you do number 4?
Is your parents together?
Sorry, again?
It's her parents together.
No, that is not number 4. The question number 4 is the one that says, how does Clean find dates now? And how has
Okay,
Charlotte
okay,
helped him?
teacher. Okay, teacher. I can understand the exercise. I make a question, but I'm sorry, teacher. It's my bad.
It's okay, no
Okay.
worries.
Okay.
Tell me, can you try to get the answer?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. No, teacher. I don't have the answer. I'm sorry.
It's okay, don't worry. Let's see, maybe.
Charlotte read the Clinton dating profile. The Brit, I am Brit. Clinton has not done with the day. Como que no leo bien en las citas.
Okay. Yeah, that is correct. But he is still very confident that he's gonna be able to find the ideal one, the right one. That is correct. And that is correct. Charlotte has helped him by writing his online profile dating. So
The
she wrote.
The question, Brit, correct. He has not done well on the day.
That would be correct. Exactly. And Charlotte has helped him by creating or writing Clint's dating profile.
Okay.
Guys, any question, any concern? Nope. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with what we have been waiting all this time. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna give the floor to Andre, Alan, and who is the person? Maripaz is? No, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, she is.
I want to give the floor to you guys so you can actually go ahead and start with your speaking session. By now, you should be able to share your screen and do everything. Of course, I'm going to be here every step of the way. So every question, any concern or anything, let me know. But the floor is yours. You can start with it.
Okay.
Okay, I wanna share a screen. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Teacher, can you repeat, please?
Sure. We're gonna continue with the speaking session, which is in charge, the first speaking session, which is in charge of Maripaz, Andre, and Alan.
My speaking session is que how do you say no is first de Ferrari, creo que es. Sí, no es hoy, ¿verdad? Tampoco, son cuando yo tengo que exponer el 1 de febrero, creo que es.
Habría que revisar las fechas, Sam, pero no es hoy, de fijo no es hoy, porque tenemos solo una por semana.
Yo creo que a usted le toca la otra semana, Samantha.
Sí, es que estaba preocupada porque pensé que también era hoy.
No, solo vamos a tener una por semana que van a ser usualmente, bueno, usualmente no, van a ser siempre los martes, a todas las semanas vamos a arrancar con el pie derecho, que son los martes, y ahora podemos revisar, probablemente si estás en la segunda, entonces ahí revisamos. By the way, guys, before I forget, I think it was actually for group number 2, which I think is yours, Sam. You were with Carla, right?
Yes,
Carla is,
Lisbeth and Carla.
Carla is no longer coming to the course. I don't know why, but she said in the morning, well, not in the morning, in the afternoon, she told me that she's no longer coming, just in case.
Can we start, teacher?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Ready, Andrea and Alan?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
He's nervous.
Yeah.
No worry, no worry.
Well,
You can with that.
well, good night, teacher and classmate. And today my group, Andrea and Alan, I will talk about the topic that corresponds today is cooking. Well, let's start. Okay. For now story, there has been great change in the way in the way in the why in the which sorry. Uh, I cannot repeat. Sorry, it's nervous. Around the story, there have been great change in the way in which the human begins things. The food was consumed around with cooking. Ew. And the milk has no flavor. Fruit juice, balls, blackberry, chills, corn, pumpkin seeds, vegetables such as potato, carrots, radish. With the discovery of fire, food begins to be cooked and the method as a fish was implemented. That the little discovery was the key for the deployment of future dishes that we consume today. Just imagine it that we consume the meat of hamburger completely round. Ugh, this is the most tasty horrible. And not only that, the most of bacteria disease the round foods and literally. Okay, let's start. I one question for the all. Um, was anyone here had the misfortune of try trying any type of meat that is not cooked properly? Anyone? Anyone? I can hear you guys.
Repeat, please.
Anyone here has the misfortune of trying any type of meat that is not cooked properly? No, yes.
Me. Well,
Okay, Laura.
when I went to the restaurant, for example, I am very exigent, or I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
But I always say, please cooking very well the meat, or please I need something specific, and always complain me. Me complacing. I don't know how to say. But
Yeah.
I don't have problem with meat, I think. And that's it.
And you know that, well, tested the meat with round. It's like when the meat is not cooked.
I prefer very cooking.
You
I
don't
with a waiter.
you don't have a eating.
Yeah, I taste, but I don't like.
Okay. But okay. Very well. Let's continue. I will tell you a little about the species and condiments. Okay. But first I have another question for all, not Vicky, not all Laura. Has anyone here come to cook rice and forget to put salt on it? Yes, teacher?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And when they taste the rice, what does it taste like? What is the consistency?
Like or dislike?
No. I have a repeated question. Has anyone here come to the cooked rice and forget to put salt on it? And when the taste is rice, what does it taste like? What is it? Anyone?
How do you say suave?
Very question. I don't know. Well,
It's
it's
actually pretty bad. If we're very honest, rice itself doesn't have like a nice flavor. It's when we are shrimp or meat or chicken or something that it gets some sort of flavor.
it doesn't taste like anything, right?
Exactly. It's like licking your hand. It's like nothing. Like it's just tasteless.
Yeah, teacher. Thank you. Okay. Well, they usually happen with many dishes when don't season that properly, right? One the most uses condiment in salt and pepper. These condiments are what give a flavor to food. With without them correctly, the food whole have no flavor at all. At all. There are many species and condiments. Let me see. Some sauce, thyme, garlic, basil, rosemary, saffron, pepper, and other ones. Okay, I will tell you a little about the kitchen utensils. In the medieval age, cooking was done over an open fire, and the utensils was made of clay, iron, and bronze. Used to be pans, pans and clothers. To prepare the food, there was a range of habits, spoons, how can I say, skewers, maybe. um, on one of the older tools is the molcajete. You know that? And is everyone here, can you say molcajete?
Mexican utensil.
Right, Mexican, which is that used to grind different ingredients and species to prepare the sauce, right?
It's the same mortero.
Yes,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, correct. Thank you, Elena. Okay, let me see. I prepared the video and this question. Okay, I reproduce it and pay attention, right? Let me see. This is. Can you hear the video? Yes.
No.
See. Okay.
No.
Let me
No,
see.
video no.
I stop the screen and let me see. Okay. ¿Lo escuchan ahí?
No, but
Can you hear it?
no, we cannot hear it. Just in case when you're sharing a screen, in the advanced sharing options, there should be an option that says sharing audio, computer audio or something like that. Do you see it?
¿Te acuerdas lo que hicimos en la tarde? Lo de-
Remember.
Ahí?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, teacher.
No worries.
I don't have a.
Have you noticed something?
No.
Our food has been changing.
What do you mean?
Food has changed a lot over the last 50 years.
Well, it's fast and easy, and we've got lots of it.
You call this food?
Of course it's food. Just read the labels. Okay, well, here. Have a nice, fresh tomato.
Wow, it's huge and so red.
Looks perfect.
But like most of our food, it's not nearly as good for us as it was 50 years ago. There's more nutrition in cardboard with ketchup. Is this really still a tomato? Where does food come from anyway?
Well, that's easy. It comes from here. Look at all this stuff.
Gee, I thought food came from somewhere else. Like here. Our food comes from a huge diversity of plants and animals with genetic roots from all over the planet.
Sure, and we can have it all right here. The choice is mind-boggling.
Not so fast. 25% of what's on grocery store shelves is processed versions of just one crop. It used to come in all kinds of varieties. Our potatoes, a few pale starchy kinds designed to feed French fry machines. In the Andes, farmers still have hundreds of varieties, but maybe not for long.
So what's happened to our food?
Well, in the beginning, people started out growing food for their families and neighbors and took the extra to market. But the road to market started getting longer, and markets got a lot bigger. And then the world's food system started changing food into something else.
What is food?
Well, you need seeds, soil, the right amount of sunshine and rain, and farmers who know and appreciate the complexity of how all these things work together. Small-scale farmers all over the world know a lot about growing food. They have had about 10,000 years of experience. They start out with these guys.
Seeds?
Yep, complicated little packages of potential for things like taste, size, vitamins and minerals, and armed with all kinds of different ways to handle too much sun, or rain, or pests, or diseases. That diversity is the key to a healthy food system.
But if we could redesign tractors, we could probably redesign seeds and make them grow food bigger and faster too.
Or grow food in one convenient, package-ready shape and size.
We can do that?
Oh, sure. The MH1 tomato was even designed with skin tougher than car bumpers.
And the nutrition content?
Oh, who's gonna notice? And anyway, these new seeds came with their own designer fertilizers and pesticides.
Gee, this can't come cheap. But who do they write out the IOU to?
Oh, some very big seed companies, who also just happen to be some very big pesticide companies.
Wow, these newcomers meant business.
So, a lot of old ideas about seeds and soils and variety and diversity and farmers and food weren't really needed anymore.
So just how does this new food get to our dinner table now?
Through a lot of gates.
Well, just how far does the average dinner have to travel?
Oh, thousands of kilometers, give or take a few. And along the way, things have had to get very efficient. Meanwhile, back on the farm, things aren't going so well.
What's wrong?
The soils are sick and our water is polluted. Too much chemical fertilizer and pesticides.
What are all these cornfields doing?
Growing fuel for cars. And we're losing the diversity of the world's food supply. About 75% in the last 100 years.
What? No.
Yes, 90% of the wheat varieties grown in China a century ago are now extinct. In India, there were once 30,000 rice varieties, but now only a dozen rice varieties cover India's major rice growing area.
Really?
90% of American fruit and vegetable varieties have disappeared. We once had over 7,000 named varieties of apples in North America. Today, 96% of them are extinct.
But we still have lots of food in the world.
Oh yeah, sure. But while 1 in 6 people are getting sick from eating too much, another 1 in 6 people in the world don't have enough to eat. And climate change is threatening our food supply.
So where have all the farmers gone? What can we do?
Well, here's a start. Think about where our food comes from and how it's produced. Buy local, organic, and fair trade whenever you can. Support small-scale farmers who grow healthy food around the world. Make your voice heard by joining the worldwide movement to change our food system. Together, we can rebuild a healthy food system for everyone.
Okay, can you repeat the video or let's pass to the question? No? Okay. Very well. Okay. Daniela, question for you.
Emma,
Where
where are the questions?
Here?
What
you
happens
can,
is you have to stop presenting and then go back to presenting again so you can present the questions.
yeah. Ready. Daniela, where does our food come from?
Different place come from
Let me see the name. Where?
oh,
Let me see the names. Where?
India, China,
Maybe in India.
from the
France.
land,
France.
las semillitas, sí, pero no sé cómo se dirá. Farmers and rain.
Okay, thank you,
sun.
Daniela. Applause for Daniela. Okay, let me see. Ivan, Angel. Okay, number two. Number two. Do you think that pesticides are good for production, and why?
I guess they're very bad for us because
why?
Let's see. Pesticides hurt the environment. So if that happen, if they're hurting the environment, so it pesticides hurt us also too.
Okay, and what happened when you eat the food and he in the
with pesticides?
Okay, but when you eat the food with pesticide, it's good or bad?
Bad, very bad.
Bad, yeah, because it's a lot of bacteria and it's not
it isn't nutritional
really food. No, it's not really food. It's like it's pesticides and how can I say chemics and other ones. Okay, thank you, Ivan.
Thank you too.
Let me see. Sebastian, are you here, Sebastian? Okay, it's not participate well. Rosa.
Okay, hi.
Hi. Number three. What does the effect do pesticide have on food? Sorry.
The pesticides affects the food and the presentation is not that we expect. It will be sick people because they are healthy for the nutrition of us.
Okay, thank you. Very well. Let me see. Teacher, can you participate? Or no?
I'm not supposed to, but I can help you out if you want to ask me a question, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Number four. What can we do that reduce the consumption, sorry, of products that contain harmful chemicals.
Well, I think they are, how can I say, there is a vast majority of actions that we can actually take. For example, first and foremost, people could actually start growing their own things. You know, there are places where you can buy the tomato plants, the cucumber plants. You can actually grow lettuce. There's so many things that you can actually do on your own that do not require that much of an effort that you can still do. So you
Yeah.
can start by doing that. For example, I want to give you my example. I love basil. Do you know what basil is?
Basil.
Basil.
Okay, okay, like when I say
Remember. Remember.
It's okay, it's albahaca.
yeah.
I have my own plan of basil. Like I was the one who got it, and I actually got like not a seed, but like a seed, and I have a second plan of basil, so I have two. And then I have one for mint, and because I love tea, this one I don't drink coffee, I drink tea. So I have my own mint plant, and I also have one which is peppermint. No, it's peppermint. No,
that's so good.
No, it's not peppermint. It has a different name, but I forgot the name. Spearmint. I think it's a spearmint. The way they call it, which is the one that you use for mojitos. I don't do mojitos though. I'm just giving you the
It's very sweet, the mojitos.
actually just know which one it is, but I don't do. So yeah, those are things that I personally grow, and those are things that you can actually take. Aside from that, because I know there are people that they don't have the time, like they have literally no time, but there are still markets like where the farmers, they kind of ensure that the products are organic. So you can go to an organic market and actually get your own thing. And let's be real. I mean, we even have sometimes we have people in our own community that they have things. Sometimes they start selling oranges because they have like an orange tree on their garden and it's full of oranges. So they start selling oranges. So we could go and get those, and we know those are pesticide free. And among other things, there's so many other things. Sorry.
Yeah.
That sometimes we don't do. But there are hundreds and hundreds of things that we can do, and it's actually better to start doing something for our own health, because as the video said it, the food that we eat nowadays, it's more harmful than it was 50 years ago.
Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
You're very welcome.
I want to say something.
Go.
Yeah, tell me.
I am an agronomy engineer, and I know a lot of that team of pesticides and all that we use. But do you know that two products more contaminated that we did? And I think the best thing that we can do is buy in an organic feria.
Fair or market.
Fair market.
The most contaminated are strawberries and celery.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say pineapple because I thought about
No.
Pineapple.
Pineapple for sure.
No, I love.
I work in a pineapple company.
That explains everything. And oh my god, and it's interesting. In which strawberries? Like
I think that because the chemicals is still in the fruit a lot of time.
Okay.
And in other fruits, I think the last to chemical pass in the fruit is lower. But in strawberries and celery, use a lot of chemicals.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you, Laura.
Sorry, go Mari.
Okay. My partner Alan, let's see the presentation, and thank you for your presentation. Okay. Alan.
Guys, now you're with me, and today we're going to do some listening exercise. And why are we doing this? Well, I have some videos with you, for you, and we're going to see these videos on twice, and when we finish to say to see these videos, I go to do some questions for you. Well, and for to be more specific, and I go to tell how to do Italian food. And with these videos, we're going to learn how to do 3 foods. And these foods are pasta, pomodoro, and the caprese salad. Well, let's get to see the first video. Okay, and this video is how to cook the perfect pasta with Gordon Ramsay.
It can be easily undercooked or overcooked. Here's how to do it properly. First, water in, nice large pan to make sure the pasta's got sufficient room to cook evenly. Nicely seasoned, absolutely crucial. Olive oil in, that stops the pasta from sticking together. Bring it up to the boil. That's a rolling boil. The secret there, it stops the pasta from sticking together and it gently rolls it around. Now, this is angel pasta, nice thin pasta, takes 3.5 to 4 minutes. So, into the pan, as it hits the water, it melts, and then you turn it around. Tongs, as that starts to melt, gently twist that into the pan, bring it back up to the boil. If you're bad at timing, then set a timer. Beautiful. To test it, lift a little strand, and you can actually feel it with your fingers. It's still nice and firm. Al dente. Not a bite, not a strong bite, but just really nice and firm inside. Definitely not crunchy. And then, into a colander, drain the pasta in a light seasoning, salt and pepper, a tablespoon of olive oil. Mix that through. That stops it from sticking together. And look, there you go. Beautiful pasta, al dente. Cooked perfectly. Just as those carrots.
Well, guys, this was a short video, but you need to see the video again.
Yes, please.
Okay, one thing, guys, in the video have little words and pay attention these words because to make correct answers, do you need pay attention at these words? Okay, let's get.
It can be easily undercooked or overcooked. Here's how to do it properly. First, water in, nice large pan to make sure the pasta's got sufficient room to cook evenly. Nicely seasoned, absolutely crucial. Olive oil in, that stops the pasta from sticking together. Bring it up to the boil. That's a rolling boil. The secret there, it stops the pasta from sticking together and it gently rolls it around. Now, this is angel pasta, nice thin pasta, takes 3.5 to 4 minutes. So, into the pan, as it hits the water, it melts, and then you turn it around. Tongs, as that starts to melt, gently twist that into the pan, bring it back up to the boil. If you're bad at timing, then set a timer. Beautiful. To test it, lift a little strand, and you can actually feel it with your fingers. It's still nice and firm. Al dente. Not a bite, not a strong bite, but just really nice and firm inside. Definitely not crunchy. And then, into a colander, drain the pasta in a light seasoning, salt and pepper, a tablespoon of olive oil. Mix that through. That stops it from sticking together. And look, there you go. Beautiful pasta, al dente. Cooked perfect.
Okay, guys, that was all of Gordon Ramsay, and now we're going to do questions. Okay. The first question is, we can the pasta be hard to make? The option one is, I can usually on the cook or overcook. It's very expensive. Or you need a lot of time to cook. Okay. And who wants say me the correct answer?
C.
The A option, it can usually undercook.
Okay. You say C. Guys, I need the answer.
Option number C.
Yes. Yes, well done. It's option number C. Because the past. No. No. Okay. Remember, guys, when the video begins, you say it's easy to can be undercooked or overcooked. The correct answer is A. Okay. Can you understand?
The option number 1 is correct.
Yes. Yes, because when the video begins, say the pasta it can be easy to undercook or overcook. Hey guys. Yes.
Creo que es un iPad.
No sé, pero tiene el
Who
micro.
is? Excuse me. Who is? Okay. Okay.
Can you repeat again?
Okay. The first question.
No. Lo que estaba diciendo, no es que no lo entendí.
Okay. Okay. When the video begin, he say the pasta can be easy to undercook or overcook. And that is the correct answer. And the correct answer is A. It can usually undercook or overcook. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the next question is, why does the pasta need much water? Okay. I need someone to answer the question. Who want to say me the correct answer? And the options are to make a good flavor, because the flavor of the salt is so hard, or to cook pasta well.
I think that C, to cook pasta.
Yes. It's because the pasta need a much water to cook very well. Okay. It's the correct answer. Very well. Okay. The next question. Okay. Did he put a little salt on it? It's true or false? That is a very easy question. Okay. And you have only 2 answers.
Yeah,
true
it's
or false?
It's true.
It's true.
True. Yes. Okay, it's true. Very well, guys. Okay. The next question is, what was the pasta that he used? Spaghetti, penne, or angel pasta?
Angel pasta.
Yes, very well, guys. Okay. Okay, the next question, guys. What did he do after they put the pasta into water? And I have this answer for you. He went to cook, he turned around the pasta, or he put in the salt into the water.
He turned it around the pasta.
Yes, Alina, this is the correct answer. Well done. Okay. How long does the pasta take? 10 minutes, 3 minutes, or 6 minutes?
6 minutes.
6?
10 minutes. I don't know.
No. The correct answer is B. He said the pasta takes the 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. Let's go. How does he know if the pasta is good? He felt the pasta with your fingers. He smelled it, or he tasted the pasta.
He filled the pasta with his fingers.
Yes, that's correct. Very well. Okay. Okay, and the last question is, what did he use to drain the pasta? Pay attention. Tweezers, strainers, or a bowl?
Now, bowl.
Bowl.
Strainer.
No.
Trainer.
Yes. Who say Who says training? Who says training?
Laura.
Laura, okay. Laura, this is the correct answer. Okay. Well, guys, and now we're going to see the next video. And on this video, we're going to learn how to do Pomodoro sauce. And for my opinion, this is the main sauce in the kitchen. And you can prove the Pomodoro sauce in a lot of dishes, how as pizza, pasta, lasagna. It's very common. Okay, that it's Marco Perwine. Okay, let's go to see the video.
Tomato sauce, very simple, very easy. And in my opinion, it's one of the most important sauces in a kitchen. I can use it in lasagna. I can use it in my lamb sauce for my roast lamb. I can make cannelloni with it. I can add it into my minestrone. And it's very easy to make. Fresh tomatoes, tinned tomatoes, garlic, onions, bay leaves, basil, thyme. And of course, vegetable stock pot. But I could use chicken if I wanted, but today I'm going to use vegetable. Okay, so the first thing we do is olive oil in our pan and be generous. So we take our onions. They don't have to be perfectly fine. I'm making approximately 2 litres of sauce, but it's something you can freeze. So you can see it's quite fine, but it's also quite coarse. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, again, your garlic, you can either crush it with a crusher or you can just slice it very finely. It's entirely up to yourself how much garlic you put in. If you like it garlicky, put more in. You know, as I always say, a sauce like tomato sauce, a recipe is more of a guideline, never cast in stone. A little bit of salt, just to help crush it. As you can see, just ride the knife through it. You can use a garlic crusher, but it'll never make it as fine. And if you don't want the aggravation, just buy the garlic in a tube. Simple. It's good. Okay. So then we cook our garlic and our onions without colour. Then we add our fresh tomatoes. Okay. So bring everything down from the side of your pan. Then we add 10 tomatoes. Can't be easier, can it? So in here I've done 4 times 400 grams of tomatoes, tins, and about 400 grams of tomatoes. So there's 2 litres of tomato really. So as you can see, just mix it in. And what will happen is you will see that will break down. So to begin with, we will put in 3 stock pots. We can always add, we can never take out. What the stock pot does is it seasons the sauce. Secondly, what it does, it gives it some real umph, which salt can't do. A couple of bay leaves and a little bit of thyme. So it's a very versatile sauce. So I would always recommend people to make 2-3 litres of it and put it in the freezer. Because to make 1 litre is very hard. You're not going to get the flavour into it. So always make a bigger batch, 2-3 litres. And once it comes to the boil, cook for 15-20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, I remove the bay leaf and the thyme. I've got what I want from them. There's no point leaving it in just to stew and to poison the tomato sauce. So now, as you can see, it's come together. And there's my tomato sauce. It's quick, it's simple, it's delicious. Why buy it when you can make it?
Well, guys, do you need to see again the video? Or is it okay for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Tomato sauce, very simple, very easy. And in my opinion, it's one of the most important sauces in a kitchen. I can use it in lasagna. I can use it in my lamb sauce for my roast lamb. I can make cannelloni with it. I can add it into my minestrone. And it's very easy to make. Fresh tomatoes, tinned tomatoes, garlic, onions, bay leaves, basil, thyme, and of course, vegetable stock pot. But I could use chicken if I wanted, but today I'm going to use vegetable. Okay, so the first thing we do is olive oil in our pan and be generous. So we take our onions. They don't have to be perfectly fine. I'm making approximately 2 litres of sauce, but it's something you can freeze. So you can see it's quite fine, but it's also quite coarse. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, again, your garlic, you can either crush it with a crusher, or you can just slice it very finely. It's entirely up to yourself how much garlic you put in. If you like it garlicky, put more in. You know, as I always say, a sauce like tomato sauce, a recipe is more of a guideline, never cast in stone. A little bit of salt, just to help crush it. As you can see, just ride the knife through it. You can use a garlic crusher, but it'll never make it as fine. And if you don't want the aggravation, just buy the garlic in a tube. Simple. It's good. Okay. So then we cook our garlic and our onions without colour. Then we add our fresh tomatoes. Okay. So bring everything down from the side of your pan. Then we add some tomatoes. Can't be easier, can it? So in here I've done 4 times 400 grams of tomatoes, tins, and about 400 grams of tomatoes. So there's 2 litres of tomato really. So as you can see, just mix it in. And what will happen is you will see that will break down. So to begin with, we will put in 3 stock pots. We can always add, we can never take out. What the stock pot does is it seasons the sauce. Secondly, what it does, it gives it some real umph, which salt can't do. A couple of bay leaves and a little bit of thyme. So it's a very versatile sauce. So I would always recommend people to make 2-3 litres of it and put it in the freezer. Because to make 1 litre is very hard. You're not going to get the flavour into it. So always make a bigger batch, 2-3 litres. And once it comes to the boil, cook for 15-20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, I remove the bay leaf and the thyme. I've got what I want from them. There's no point leaving it in just to stew and to poison the tomato sauce. So now, as you can see, it's come together. And there's my tomato sauce. It's quick, it's simple, it's delicious. Why buy it when you can make it?
Okay, okay, guys, let's do the questions. And the first question is, this question is for
As a
Daniela
student, I'd
Pisa.
write long essays that I'd work on for days, but now I'm writing short emails and messages all day, every day. Grammarly has been a lifesaver.
Escuchar algo.
Yes. Well, this question is for you, Daniela Pisa. And the question is, what is the chef's opinion of this sauce? The option 1 is, it's hard to make, it's delicious, it's the main sauce in the kitchen, or he felt sick of this sauce. Okay. What is your answer?
Sí.
C. It's the main sauce in the kitchen. Are you sure of this?
What do you mean? What mean main sauce?
Main in Spanish is the principal, la más importante.
Yes. Sí. Sí.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, well done. Approve. Yes, the C is the correct answer. Okay. The question to say, can he make minestrone with this sauce? And to make the answer of this question, do you need pay attention a video? Okay. True or false? And this question is for Alina. Is true or false?
True.
Yes, correct. I'm proud of you. It's true. Completely true. Okay. What did he cause first? Okay. The ocean wants tomatoes, the ocean base garlands, or the ocean sees basils. Okay. This question is for, let me see, Alejandro.
Option number B.
Yes, it's absolutely correct. Okay. The first question say, when did he add the tomatoes? The option A, it's after the basil, before the basil, with the garlics, or after the onions. Okay, this question is for who wants make the answer, guys? Anyone?
After the onions.
Yes, it's correct. Okay, guys. And the last question is, where did he recommend put the sauce? In the kitchen, in the freezer, in a bag with the other sauce?
B, in the freezer.
Yes, it's correct. Okay, guys. And this is the last video. And with this video, we're going to learn how to do caprese salad. And in my opinion, it's my favorite salad. It's so delicious, sweet, easy to make. It's a good thing. Well, guys, let's go to see this video.
Chef Jason Hill here, and I'm
guys. Excuse me. For these questions, I don't have answer options for to make the answers. And do you need your words for to answer the questions? And I want her the full sentences. Okay, guys? Are you ready?
Hey everyone, Chef Jason Hill here, and I am super excited because my father-in-law's tomatoes are in season. It's one of my favorite times of year, that and football season. One of my favorite things I like to make with these is a caprese salad, and that is an Italian salad that's really popular off the island of Capri. And if you want to make this the right way, you've got to use as fresh ingredients as possible. So let me show you his tomatoes. Check these out. These are his heirloom tomatoes. Look how gnarly this guy looks. You don't see those in the supermarket. You might see them at the farmer's market or specialty stores, but nothing compares to these. The flavor is just amazing. For this simple salad, all you're gonna need is some fresh basil leaves. I got these from my father-in-law's garden. Buffalo mozzarella, if you can find it, or fresh mozzarella, which is packed in its water. Some kosher salt, fresh cracked pepper, extra virgin olive oil, and then a nice balsamic reduction. Let's put it together. I'm just gonna start off by pulling off each basil leaf, setting it aside. I love the smell of basil. Then I'm just going to thinly slice the tomatoes. Oh, look at the juice coming out of there. Okay, let's assemble the salad. Okay, I'm going to take my larger slice and use that as my base layer. And I'm going to follow that with cheese, basil leaf or two. I'm doing like a little tower. I did a platter of these at a party the other day, and everybody had their own little tower, and they just went so fast. And I do a little bit of salt in between each layer, a little bit of pepper, followed by another tomato, some more cheese, a little basil. Finally, we just drizzle with a little bit of olive oil. Traditional salad, that's all they would use, but lately, or I don't know when, but balsamic reduction is a must for mine. Well, there you have it, caprese salad. I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration on how to put it together. Thanks for tuning in. Wow. So simple, light, and just great flavors throughout. Give this a try.
Okay, guys, do you need to see again the video? Or it's clear for you? It's clear? It's okay? Okay. We're going to do the questions, okay? And the first question is, what did he does first for to make the salad? This question is for Monse.
Why?
Because you don't tell.
Ay, voy. He first he does first for to make the salad boil the tomatoes.
What did you say? What did you say?
Cut the tomatoes.
Yes, it's correct. It's completely correct. He cut the tomatoes for to begin the salad. Okay. The second question is, what do you need for to make a good salad? Okay, and let me see. This question is for Eunice.
Okay. Tomato and no me acuerdo la salsa oscura.
Well, he say in when he began to the video, and then he need a fresh ingredients for to make a good salad. That is the answer. Fresh ingredients for to make a good salad. It's clear?
I don't know.
Okay. Next question. Which
Need-
word?
need-
Okay.
Sorry, need page olive,
Okay.
tomato, cheese,
M. Which are the last ingredient?
Basil.
Basil and balsamic reduction. Okay. And the last question is, what did he put on the salad for to finish? Okay. Evan.
I didn't see it clearly, but I thought that was like soy sauce.
Yes. Oil. Oil?
No. Soy sauce, salsa de soya.
Yes. Bueno,
balsamic.
it's a balsamic reduction, but it's very same. Okay.
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 Thanks.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you for your attention. And now, my partner Andrea going to talk with you of how to do a traditional Costa Rican food. Thank you, guys.
Hi guys. The next presentation I have I can attention because I have a specific question for different people. It it is fun, but I can attention. Bueno, I am I'm going to tell about preparation of two typical Costa Rican desserts. Christmas tamales and rice white milk or pudding or rice pudding. Break ice cream, break ice. First question, Ivan, what is your favorite Costa Rican dessert?
Chifrijo. I love chifrijo.
Dessert.
Yeah, chifrijo is not a dessert.
Ah, okay. Yes. Dessert. Rice with milk.
Repeat.
Dessert. It is postre.
Postre.
Right. Rice with milk.
Yes.
I love it too. Yeah.
Okay.
I
It's
love
not specific. Samantha,
jelly.
same question. What is your favorite dessert?
Sorry, Andre, I think Heiner was gonna talk. I think Heiner actually was gonna talk.
Yeah.
Listen.
I say.
Okay.
He actually
Yeah.
was gonna say his favorite dessert, I think.
I say I love jelly with ice cream. Jelly. It is okay, teacher. Gelatina. Jelly.
Yep.
Is my favorite dessert, and I love the ice cream. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's not specific answer. It's up tell friends. Bueno, Samantha, same question. What is your favorite dessert?
Dessert es postre, ¿verdad?
Yes.
I like ice cream and rice with milk.
Okay. And I don't know. Kenneth, who is tamal perfect because I hate the raisins.
Who is okay? I don't eat much tamales, but I like with meat, rice, potatoes. How can I say salsa lisano? And
It's Lisano sauce. Lisano is actually the brand. It's not the preparation. It's just the brand. So you can say Lisano sauce.
yeah. And what else? I think that's it. I doesn't like the how can I say chile, pimiento, chile dulce.
Chile is pretty much chili. But if you mean pimienta, that is pepper.
Okay, chili. I don't like the chili. And that's it.
It's okay. Well, has a short introduction to typical Costa Rican dessert. No, after the first presentation. Next. Yes. The The Costa Rican food is not very spice. It's made of rice, beans, corn, meat, chicken, or fish, and usually served with corn tortillas. Eunice, Eunice, stay. Eunice, listen to me.
Yes.
Okay. Who is preparation of Costa Rican for you? Easy, difficult, greasy? I don't know.
It's difficult.
Repeat.
It's difficult.
No. Who is preparation of Costa Rican food for you? Easy, difficult, crazy?
Repeat, please.
Who is the preparation of Costa Rican food for you? Easy, difficult, I don't know. For example, the Shanghai food is difficult because very much Spain, vegetable, chickens, meat, I don't know.
En Costa Rica es easy.
No, la pregunta es como que si usted considera que la preparación de la comida costarricense es difícil, fácil.
Yes, it's easy.
O sea, si te está contestando, Andrés, te está diciendo easy, o sea, fácil.
Ah, ok. Es que hace rato no lo escuché, perdón. Bueno, other. We think your typical food that the preserve. Today we have the exclusive spoon cake made with the corn flour, homemade bread tortillas, campaigns of endless dishes, such as the soup, trip or mondongo, meatballs, meat pot, potato, chayote, aracache, green plantain, chicken, guacho, and garner, and the simple white rice. And in December, the whole family make traditional Christmas tamales, which is not say that you cannot hit them any times of the years, made with the corn, chicken, pork, rice, and vegetables. Anna.
Yes.
Listen. Okay. In your house, you prepare tamales at Christmas? And if not, what food do you prepare? Remember your Christmas?
Yes, in my house we prepared tamales.
Okay. I can say that the main ingredients for preparation of any Costa Rican reserve: corn, yuca, beans, plantain, pork, beef, chicken, potato, variety and of fresh fruit, vegetable. And I can next okay. The ingredients now let's tell about two preparation choice today. Tamales, it's important to mention is popular throughout the Central America area. Cuisine and traditional each country has its own way and preparation. There are many difference from one country than other. It's the homemade dish and is not usually found from restaurant menus except a typical restaurant. And in Costa Rica, is Christmas dish apart excellent. The ingredients you need to make tamales: corn flour, sweet cream, Tabasco, chopping onion, margarine or butter. Next, salt, chicken, carrot, celery y culantro. Next, garlic, black pepper y water. And the filling, chicken breast, rising sweet chili, julianas, chopping greens, chopping onions, chopping mushroom y margarina. Bueno, do you, vamos a ver, Alina, do you consider that any ingredients should be any or removed for ingredient next?
I don't understand the question.
Do you consider that any ingredients should be any, add, or removed?
Okay, I like the most simple possible. Only meat, rice, chili, and no more.
Okay. Okay. The preparation: 3 onions, mushroom, sweet chili, all onions, and rising. I hate the rising. And add the chicken breast and chop it and remove from head and let it go. Elaboration of tamal: head, margarina in fry pan, and fry the chopping onions, chopping garlic, carrot, and celery. The onions are transparent. Add salt, black pepper, coriander. Cook the breast, and when the breast is cooked, take it off, brown it, sedate it for stop chopping. Let the brown cook. The broth is the blender with the vegetable inside. The preparation mix with the corn flour with the brown and the sweet cream. It is too thin, and they should be just with the little water. The place banana leaf you need, and the swing one cross on top. Pour for spoonful. Do in the center, and the place as small. The cherry, the chicken in the center. The lips are folded, and the tie with the string to be 2. The the bottom of the large pot with the banana leaves, and they place the tomato covered with the hot water, salt, banana leaves, and they cover the pot, and they are left boil for 1 hour, and take them out and left them fresh. Um, Rosa,
Yes,
what did you think of tamale reserve?
I. What do you mean? What do you want to know?
Perdón. Excuse me?
What do you want to know? I like a lot tamales, but the same as you, I don't like the raisins in it. Even some people put in it tomato. I don't like it too.
Okay. After a tamal, that reads a pose light rice pudding. Next. After ingredients, 3 cups rice. I can evaporate milk. I can condense milk. A little of light liquid milk. A small box of rompope. Pinito milk. Rising cinnamons. And Jamaica and sugar test. Next. No. After. Add the 3 cups. No, next. Yes. They add the 3 cups of rice to bowl, 2 cups of the water, and the 3 cups the liquid milk. Add the cinnamon, Jamaica, cloves, fig leaves. When they almost soft, add the rest of liquid milk with the rising. Then the evaporated milk, then the sugar to taste, and finally the condensed milk and the evaporated milk to taste. Finish. Next. Next. Thanks. Your chef.
Guys, did you finish? Just in case.
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
teacher. Sorry.
Sorry. No, I was just asking because I saw that, but I never saw you like stop sharing your screen.
Oh,
So please
sorry.
go ahead and stop sharing your screen.
Sorry. How can I? Sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna continue with the rest of the class, and I'm gonna leave a few minutes at the end of the class so we can talk about some feedback in regards to the presentation, to the speaking session for both parts, the presenting part and the speaking part, which is pretty much the rest of the class. Okay. Okay. That being said, okay, please go to page number 9 from the book. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, in this case, please go ahead and click where it says Grammar Bank 1B, page 126. So if you click there, it's gonna take you to this page.
Excuse me, teacher.
Sorry, tell me.
What is the page?
It's page 9.
Okay, thanks, teacher.
You're very welcome, man. Okay, so once you click on that part, it's gonna take you to this other page, which is the grammar part. You may wonder, or you might actually say, we already talked about the first part. Yeah, we already covered this whole part of 1A. This is already done. So we're gonna move to the second part, 1B. This one is gonna be a very simple review of it because you already know it. Okay, so you know how simple present works. You have used simple present for God knows how long, etc. So we're just gonna go over the basics really quick. Especially because now that I actually saw you some like talking, I noticed that this is a topic that is still giving you some issues when it comes to speaking. Okay. Okay. That being said, we know that we use simple present to talk about usually our daily routines, meaning things that we do every day. For example, I eat breakfast, I take a shower, I go to work, okay, let me think what else. I brush my teeth, I maybe comb my hair, etc. Some of us even I drive my car. All those things that you do on an everyday basis. Okay, that's what we use simple present for. How does it work? It's very, very simple. I'm just gonna go ahead and use subject plus verb plus complement. So for example, I drive to work. That's it. There is a rule that we need to keep into consideration, which is that for third person singular, which is she, he, and it, we are going to add s or es to the verb. For example, let me go ahead and, okay, so for example, okay, let's say that I have Alina. I can say Alina, let's say the verb is enjoy. However, it's Alina. Alina is the same as saying she. For that reason, I'm missing an S. Sorry, Alina enjoys, I don't know, pizza. I think Alina doesn't like pizza. Alina is very healthy. She probably eats salad only. So Alina enjoys pizza.
I don't like salad.
It's totally the opposite. You enjoy pizza, but you don't like salad. Okay, so Alina enjoys pizza. Here we have, sorry, here you have the rule. Let's have another one. Maybe we can talk about Alan. Let's say Alan, and maybe the verb is watch. However, in this case, for verbs that end on ch or sh, we're going to add es. So Alan watches TV. Okay, that's as easy as that. If it is a different type of subject, for example, if I say Maria Paz and Andrea like chocolates. In this case, the verb is not going to be modified because Maripaz and Andrea is the same as saying they. Okay? So for any subject such as they, you, we, or I, the verb is going to remain the same. But if it's a verb or if it's a subject such as he, she, or it's going to be modified, adding an S to the end of the verb or an ES if the verb ends on CH or SH. Questions up to here?
Okay, only with she, he, and it is
Yes.
changing.
Correct.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
can you make a example with it?
Absolutely. For example, this one. The original verb it's bark, but it is a dog, which is an it, and you know that we can use it for animals or things.
Ladrar.
Sorry? Yes.
Bark, it's ladrar en español, teacher. Okay.
Completely correct. So my dog barks at everyone. Another one. Let me see. Okay. Maybe, I don't know, there is an animal or a snake or something in your house and you can say it likes, I don't know, warm places. So we know that this it is referring to an animal, okay? As easy as that. Questions up to here? I'm gonna take that as a no.
No, everything clear.
Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna move into the negative part because sometimes we need to say the opposite, okay? So a good example would be, for example, I'm gonna use Hainer now that he talked. I'm gonna say Dainer, let me see, travels frequently or travels every day. Maybe he has a lot of money. So Dana travels every day. This is a positive sentence. It is perfect, okay? But what if we need to make it negative? Here is where we use the auxiliary. Which are the auxiliaries? Do and does. I'm gonna use do for I, for you, for they, and for we. And does is only for he, she, and it. How does it work? Or when do we use the auxiliaries? Very simple. We're gonna use them for negative sentences or for questions, okay? So let me give you an example. Heiner travels every day. So I can say Heiner does not travel every day. As simple as that. I know you know this, but just in case, in this case, there is no S because I already have an auxiliary. We only mark the tense once, not twice. So for that reason, once I introduce the auxiliary, the verb goes back to the simple form, meaning to the original form, okay? Questions, comments, doubts?
No, teacher.
Okay, awesome. Super quick. In regards to questions, we already talked about questions last week, but still really quick. If I wanted to make the original question into, sorry, the original sentence into a question, I can say, does Heiner travel every day? And question mark. And that will be a question in simple present, okay? So now let's go back to the book real quick. Okay, so here we have the information that we just talked about. I usually work at home. He, she, it, my brother works in the city. My parents don't live near here. It doesn't often rain. Do you speak French? Does he like pop music? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Does he? Yes, he does. Sorry, I don't want to have so much coffee. No, he doesn't. Okay, it says we use a simple present for things we do every day, week, year, or for things that are generally true or always happen. We use don't, sorry, or doesn't in negative sentences, and do and does to make questions. Perfect. Okay. And then we have here adverbs and expressions and frequency. We often go out on Friday night. She doesn't usually study on weekends. I'm never sick. He's always late for work. She gets up every day. We have English classes twice a week. So we often use the simple present with adverbs of frequency, always, often, sometimes, usually, hardly, ever, and never. Adverbs of frequency go before the main verb. Adverbs of frequency go after be. She's never sick. No, she's sick never. Remember to use a positive verb with never. That is very important. It never rains. No, it doesn't never rain. And last but not least, expressions of frequency every day, once, every day, once a week, etc. Usually go at the end of a sentence, okay? So in this case, they are introducing expressions of frequency and they are telling us two important things. First, if it is a regular verb, meaning any verb that is not be, it goes before the verb. But if it is be, it goes after be. So let's have an example real quick. Let's use the first sentence. Heiner travels every day. So in that case, I can go ahead and say, Heiner never travels every day. Sorry. So I'm using it before the main verb, which is great, but if it is a verb be, then I need to use it after it. So I can go ahead and say, for example, Laura. Laura is sometimes hungry. Okay, so when it is the verb be, it goes after, but
It's
when
true,
it is,
teacher.
sorry, tell me.
It's true that sentence.
Well, lucky you, because in my case, I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry. So lucky you, that is only sometimes. In my case, it's always true. And in the first one, Heiner never travels. I'm using it before the main verb. Okay, guys, any question or concern at the moment?
Teacher, sometimes behind, because is the verb is behind is because sometimes because is behind is or
because it is the verb be. Any other or frequency, sorry, is gonna go after the verb be. It can be is, are, am. I think that those are pretty much any of those. If you have an adverb of frequency, it's gonna come after. But if it is any other verb, travel, like, jump, eat, cook, whatever, if it is a verb like those, it goes before. So for example, I always eat pizza. I seldom go to the movies, etc. If it is a
Never
Huh?
two.
Sorry.
For example, Laura is never hungry. For example.
Yeah, you can have two compliments. You can say
Okay.
Laura is sometimes hungry. Let me just erase here.
Unusual, teacher, it's because you use a verb be on these sentences.
Sorry, can you
No,
repeat that again, Adam?
it's because you use the verb be in these sentences.
Yeah, because of what? Sorry, I'm not understanding the first question. Yeah, use verb be. I'm using sometimes after the verb be, but what is the question?
Okay, why do you use sometimes? And it's for use the verb be.
No, you can use sometimes with any verb.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, always, never, seldom, all of those are adverbs of frequency. O sea, los pueden usar con cualquier
Okay.
cualquier. What is going to change is where you put them. If before or after the verb. If it is the verb be, it goes after. But if it is any other verb, they come before the verb.
Okay. I understand, teacher. Thanks.
You're most welcome. Any question, guys? Nope. Okay.
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and let's go over the practice. Sorry, real quick. So if you turn the page to the following page, you're gonna have part 1B. Okay, you see it is this one that is over here. So I need you to work on both parts, A and B. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to see if that is enough. Enough, we're gonna check later. But I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to first, it says write sentences and questions with the simple present. And B, put the words in the correct order. Okay. So we're gonna try to see if we can finish both of them. If not, then we will see what we can do. But try to work on both of them, A and B, from 1B. Okay. Questions?
Now it's clear, teacher.
Awesome.
Sir, I have a question.
Tell me, Heiner.
Do you all know what's happening to the homework?
Yeah, I already received all the information on how you can be added to the group. So I'll be sending that this week. For the workbook, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already have that information. That's one of the announcements that I have for the end of the class, but yeah.
Teacher,
Tell me.
I have to do the parts A and B.
Yeah.
Okay. In this moment.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
You're most welcome. Okay, so it says the first part says write sentences and questions with the simple present. As you know, as Sam helped us understand, we have different signs. If it's a positive sign, it means it is a positive sentence. If it is a question, meaning a question mark, it means that you have to create a question, so on and so forth. Okay, so the first one is already done. He slash usually get up late. He usually gets up sorry, late. Number one, let's see.
Me, teacher.
Oh, sorry, go.
Does Anna likes music?
Does Anna?
Likes music.
There's, sorry, there's a small mistake over there, Ali. Remember that if we have the auxiliary, the verb goes back to the simple form. So we need to remove the S. That's the only mistake.
Okay, thanks, teacher.
Anna likes music.
No. Sorry. Does Anna like music?
Does.
Okay. Because it is still a question. Okay, number two, Maripaz, now that you're there.
I think I am wrong, but I never get along very well with my parents.
Yeah, in a way, you could be a little bit wrong because.
No, sorry. No, that is not.
Yeah, what's number two? The one about
number two. My sister. Yeah, wrong. My fault. My sister have a lot of hobbies.
Have or has?
Have.
Has.
Why has?
Because there is a rule as well. It's like, let me go ahead and give you, I think, let me see if it's actually here. Yeah, look over here in the chart that we have here. Sorry, have changes to has, go and do changes to goes or does.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
Okay.
So every time that we use she here, it, instead of saying have, we say has.
That's okay.
Thank you, Mari. Okay, now we go for, let's see, Kenneth. Kenneth, can you do number three?
I don't get along very well with my parents.
That is perfect. Thank you. Number four, Rosa, can you do number four?
Teacher.
Oh, go, Andrea.
My neighbors.
Yep.
My neighbors do not have any children.
That is perfect. Children. Yep. Thank you, Andre. No, that was Andre, right?
Teacher.
Tell me, Alan.
What, teacher?
I can hear this. Andre, can you repeat this?
My neighbor do not have any children.
Does. Because neighbor is the same as vecino, like one.
One.
Okay.
It says, for example, because
Teacher?
let me just no, sorry, neighbors.
Yes,
Neighbor
teacher.
No, you're right.
Neighbors.
It's because you pronounce
My
neighbors.
neighbors down.
Exactly, it's neighbors.
Okay.
Do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because when you said it, I heard neighbor, like one without the S. For that reason, I said like, no, it will be does. Because if you say neighbor, it's one. But if you say neighbors, then it is two or more. In that case, it will be two. Correct.
Teacher.
Tell me.
Do you skip number 4?
Yes, that one is the one for Rosa.
Okay.
Yes. Number 4 is my brother studies English at school.
Perfect, Rosa. Thank you. Number 6, Lau.
What time does the movie start?
Perfect. Thank you. Number 7, Ivan.
He goes out twice a week.
Yeah, that is correct. Number 8, Danny. Danny, I think you're muted just in case.
Yeah. Okay. We don't often talk about politics.
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 Thank you. Alina, can you do number 9?
How often do you see your brother?
Yes, that is perfect. Thank you, Alina. And last but not least, Mr. Hayner, can you do number 10?
Sally goes on Facebook very often. Goes.
Sally?
Era el que cambiaba el go, ¿verdad?
But can you say the way that you have it?
I I am not sure. Does.
Why does if we have go?
Ali never goes.
Ali do not.
Ali doesn't go on Facebook very often.
Do you agree with that version, Hayner?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't sound very convincing. But yeah, it is actually correct. Alan was right.
It's doesn't, teacher.
Sorry, tell me, Alan.
It's Sally doesn't go on Facebook very often.
Yes, sir. Sally doesn't go on Facebook very often.
Okay, thanks, teacher.
So you're super welcome. Super quick, guys. Remember, we don't pronounce the T in often. We don't say often. We say often. Often. It's the same as with the word have. I'm gonna add in the chat. There you have half. You don't pronounce half. No, you don't pronounce the L. The L is silent. We say half. Half of it. How much water do you want? Oh, half of it. Pretty much. Okay, guys. We're gonna stop right here just to make a quick comment in regards to the feedback for the speaking sessions. Real quick, for future speaking sessions from both sides. So first, in regards to the presenters, I really like the charisma that you brought. I think all of you had like a really nice charisma and you were really trying to generate conversation over there. So I think Alan, Mari, and Andre, thank you for that. My only recommendation is maybe to try to, for future, not just for you, but for everyone that is actually coming, try to unpack a little bit more the topic. So for example, how can I say it? For example, in the topic of the, sorry, your mic is open.
Sorry?
No, your mic is open. Tenés el micrófono abierto. Escuchamos todo en tu casa, just in case. Okay. So what I was saying is that, okay, in that case, for example, maybe to unpack. So it's just not that I brought the bottle and say, okay, this is the bottle. This is how I put water in the bottle. The idea is to make people talk, bring questions. Do you have bottles? How many bottles? Do you prefer glass bottles? Do you prefer metal bottles? Do you prefer plastic bottles? What do you prefer? Okay. Ask questions that are very open, because the whole point of this is for people to talk, not just to say yes or no. We want them to talk. Que no importa si duran una hora hablando de lo que les pasó, cómo se les quedó la botella, etc. Okay? The idea is for people to talk, not just you. For them to talk. Eso on that side, that's pretty much my only comment. Okay, I missed a little bit of speaking from, not speaking. I missed a little bit of more elaborated questions for the audience to talk. That's my only comment for you guys. For the audience, guys, you did exactly what you were not supposed to do. And I'm just gonna take someone out of the equation. La única persona que puedo salvar de esto es a Lau, porque Lau sí habló y fue la que se voluntarió hasta para hablar y para mencionar cosas. The rest of you estaban muertos, así fríos, ni siquiera se movían. Yo, es más, yo casi les digo, tómense en el pulso y mándenlo ahí el chat a ver si están. That's not the whole point of it. Y después pues, se lo puedo decir muy honestamente, muchos perdieron el porcentaje de hoy. O sea, muchos de ustedes ya llevan un menos 2% porque su participación fue nula. Y como yo se lo dije desde la semana pasada, esto era súper simple. Era solo literally talk. Y por ejemplo, con Mari, y por eso hasta, es más, y hasta el inicio, por eso les puse the reading y les puse eso, que fueran a contestar las preguntas, que hablaran un poquito como para que, ¿verdad? Que calentaran un poquito para no agarrarlos frío. Y así que sea, cuando llegamos con Maripaz tenía toda la actitud de preguntar y eso, verás, se escuchaba hasta el viento. Nadie contestaba, nadie decía nada. That is exactly what you were not supposed to do. Entonces, y así como se los dije la semana pasada, I'm being very honest, a mí no me tiembla la mano para poner un 0, y never has, and never will. Los que no participaron hoy tienen un 0. Ya tienen su primer 0 de un 2%. Y si sigue así, créanme que, o sea, I'm gonna keep on giving zeros, y esto también va a repercutir en la participación del curso, que es otro 5%. Entonces, imagínense si siguen sin participar y siguen perdiendo estos dos que son de 2 cada uno, ¿ok? Entonces, se los digo por qué, porque esta es la primera, nadie se ha quedado, todos todavía pueden pasar. But on top of it, es muy feo. ¿Por qué? Porque los chiquillos prepararon algo, traían preguntas y todo, y ellos preguntaban y se escuchaba así el silencio. Y eso fue exactamente lo que les dije. Les dije que la idea de que cada speaking session tenga un porcentaje individual para cada persona es a ver si acaso ustedes se motivan. Y ni siquiera así se motivaron. Entonces, I'm actually very disappointed, very, very disappointed, not for Laura. Laura, you are out of the equation again. You did talk, thank you. Más bien, gracias por venir, ¿verdad? Porque si no hubiera venido, probablemente esto hubiera parecido como un funeral. Thank you for coming today, for staying present. But for the others, this is exactly what we need to avoid. Entonces, se lo digo desde ya para que el siguiente martes que tenemos la siguiente speaking session no nos vuelva a pasar. ¿Ok? Because this is exactly what you're not supposed to do. Y de nuevo, no es porque yo quiera ponerles un 0. La idea de un speaking session, y se los puse en ese nivel, es eso, es que realmente es tirarlos al agua, que hablen, que empiecen a practicar todo lo que ya saben, porque llevan más de 4 meses aprendiendo estructuras, y la idea es que se vayan soltando, porque soltar es la parte más dura. Y por eso es que hay several speaking sessions. Porque no, yo no sé cuántos bimeses los voy a tener, puede que sea el único, puede que sean más, I don't really know. Pero I said, okay, I want to give them the chance to talk. Porque muchas veces dicen que uno, o sea, como que quieren hablar más, y yo, I know, and it's very important. It's pretty much the reason why you are here. Entonces, pero if you want to get better and you're not talking, you're not going to get better. Así es that. No hay una fórmula específica, ¿verdad? De que tomen esto, mira, tanto jengibre, tanto no. O sea, es, if you want to get better, you have to talk. You need to work on it. Porque si no hablan, entonces no van a quitarse el miedillo, no van a practicar estructuras, no van a ver qué están fallando y por lo tanto no van a ver qué mejorar y por lo mismo no van a poder mejorar esas estructuras. Entonces, I'm not going to go too wide on it. That was exactly, you did exactly what you were not supposed to do. So I hope that you take this. And for next week, of course, we're meeting on Thursday. Don't think that we don't have classes, but I'm talking for the next speaking session. So for the next speaking session, I'm actually expecting you to talk, to raise your hands, to go crazy about it, because that's the whole point of it. This is level 3 already, and this is just 8 levels. So if you pass this one, you have just 5 more levels to finish, meaning 1 more year and you're done with it. And so this is why we really need to make sure that you are talking, that you're practicing. Because if you keep on not talking, then by the moment that you finish, you're not going to be able to talk. So you're going to have a degree, but you're not going to have any English to use. And that's exactly what we want to avoid. Okay? I don't know if you have any question, any comment, any concern.
Teacher,
Okay, Alan tiene la mano levantada. Go, Alan.
when do you set our grades, teacher?
They should be getting to you no more than a week. So maybe the latest by next Tuesday.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're most welcome.
Teacher,
Tell me.
I have a homework.
Yes, the homework. We started with part A. sorry, part A and B. We already checked part A. If you didn't finish part B, then you have to finish part B.
Ok, entonces hay que terminar la parte B.
Yes.
Ok.
Teacher,
Tell me.
you can stay at the end class.
Sure.
For... Yes.
No problem. Any other question? Any other comment, guys?
Teacher, I don't understand the homework.
No, the homework is, I mean, like, if you're ready, you don't understand what you have to do.
Yeah.
You already finished part A and B.
So. I have the
Tell me.
half of the B.
Okay, so you're just missing the other half.
Okay.
And by the way, before I forget, guys, Heiner asked before about the workbook. It's going to be digital this semester. I already got the instructions on how to audio. Hay que crearse una clase y agregarlos y todo. Ya estoy trabajando en eso y ya les voy a estar mandando las instrucciones during the week. So don't worry about it. It's coming your way.
Teacher.
Dime.
Le tenemos que pasar como una foto de cuando terminamos la parte B o la revisamos acá en clase.
No, la vamos a revisar el jueves si todo sale bien y si Dios lo permite.
Thanks.
You're most welcome.
Teacher, can you repeat the groups of the speaking? I don't remember in what week I have to expose.
It's okay, sure. I can repeat it, but they're also in the syllabus. En el último cronograma que mandé, igual ahí van. Cuando van ahí, ahí dice que en qué semana está por aquello.
Okay, no problem. I watch them.
Okay. If you don't find it or if you have any question, let me know. Any other question, guys?
No.
No.
Okay, well, that being said, I'm gonna let you go. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care and see you on Thursday.